Hey there guys from YouTube. So this is just going to be a short little video on something pretty specific. I did a little get together with a guy from the all-terrain lawn tractor forum. It's actually he's a friend of mine. His name's Brian. I can't take full credit for all of this, but we put our two heads together and we actually managed to make a pretty slick throttle pedal setup. It's dual throttle. So I still have the original style throttle up here that will keep my engine at the RPM that I would like to keep it, and then I can hit the gas to get wide open throttle with no governor at any setting if I have to really give her going through the mud. So this setup, the way it's actually put together, we try to keep it as low profile looking and without getting anything caught on it. I still want to put some tubing along here and rock guard kind of along the side. I still have to get a tubing bender to do all that, but for right now I'm just using a propane torch and a vise, and I'm getting away with some halfway decent bends. So that's all it is there, and that cable goes up and around. We'll show you that in a minute. And then underneath here, like I said, I wanted to keep it as tight and up as possible without having anything like springs or anything protruding. This has to be, you know, able to go through places without getting caught or damaged. So this is what we got going on underneath here. That's all it is. This is a throttle cable from, actually I think that was a choke cable. I just cut it down. Bicycle cable ends. I actually drilled and tapped this so that way that threads in and that stop nut holds it to the right position I want. And then this is a spring from a shifter mechanism off a variable speed lawn tractor. I don't even know what brand that one was. There's some round stock bent up little keepers. I think that one lost its little set screw already. And then this plate, it's just there to keep everything centered in line. This one here is actually welded onto one of these set collars. It's just a piece of steel welded onto it. So we'll move around now to this side. I might have to turn on the light here. So the cable comes around and it just goes right into this governor hole. I just put a Z-bend in it and it's that simple. So my other throttle, the stock one, will hook up. This is the stock throttle. It still hooks up to the original guy down here. So when you throttle it up, you can see it move, but then also you will see, this is kind of hard for me to hold, but it does influence it a little bit. The more so as it's running, and then as you hit the throttle here, it actually does work pretty slick, guys. I did try a different air filter setup with a snorkel and some tubing that came around, and I had a filter back in here, and it was a little bit too restrictive for this engine. So I might actually just run a filter up in here as high up and dry as I can. I might even make a shield on an angle here just to keep the water from this belt area. Even with this shield, it still sprays a lot of water when you're going through deep spots. And I went out for a pretty good romp this Saturday that just passed, and this tractor still has its original open diff. I finally got two matching 633s with the splined axles. So I'm going to be doing the moose knuckle locker. So for any of you guys that do know what that is, you're pretty familiar with what I'm going to be doing with this thing. It does do pretty good as it is stock with that transmission, but I'm going to do a little bit more modifications. I might even do something different with that back pulley, but we'll see. For right now, it's already pretty dangerous. The steering wheel has a new bend in it. As you can see, it's not perfectly straight anymore. I had this thing on me completely upside down. Let's just say, even if it's not that heavy of a tractor compared to, you know, this one, it's still quite heavy when it's all on you, all that weight. Still pretty bruised up. So, but yeah, the more I walk around, the better I get, and I'm quite happy with how this throttle setup worked out. So, big shout out and a big thanks to Brian from Brian's Tractor Shed, and also known as Brianator from All Terrain Lawn Tractor Forum. He was a huge help in this throttle cable whole design, and yeah, big shout out for him. I really appreciate him helping me out with that, because the little door hinge idea that I was going to do was not nearly as nice as this. So yeah, again, thanks for watching there, guys. If any of you have one of these tractors and you're doing that setup, at least now you have somewhat of an idea of what I did. Hopefully soon enough we'll get some action videos out there. This thing really does tear it up. So yeah, again, till the next time, guys. Thanks for watching and have a good one. Bye.